whichever side she fights for, you can always tell who she is. Hey guys, so I'll give you the comic book origins of the Enchantress. DC's Enchantress, not Marvel's Enchantress. Enchantress has actually become quite recognizable, most likely thanks to her appearance in 2016's Suicide Squad, where she was portrayed by Cara Delevingne. But in her first debut in the comics, she actually wasn't a villain. She still had the same name though. It basically starts all the way back in 1966 in her first comic book debut, where Dr. June Moon was attending a party with her boyfriend and a few guests. When they arrived at the party, they were surprised to find gargoyles and monsters, only to discover that it was a costume party. When June and her boyfriend went off to find costumes of their own, things started to get a bit more mysterious as a picture of a Minotaur started to glow after the sound of a gong had gone off. But June and her boyfriend got separated while they were looking for costumes, and June had stumbled across an ancient room full of evil-looking beings and statues. One particularly was a red head with arms sitting on a throne. But she thought that all of this was just parts of the party, until the head started to speak and tell her that she could gain ancient powers of a sorceress if she spoke the name the Enchantress. Doing this, her appearance suddenly changed, and she gained ancient magical powers. Emerging through a wall to the rest of the guests, she prevented the chaos from progressing any further by enlarging a suit of armor that was down by the staircase in order to keep the ceiling from collapsing. But eventually, the picture of the Minotaur sprouted arms and started to grab some of the guests. But June discovered, since it was the sound of the gong that brought the Minotaur out, ringing it a second time would bring it back in. So doing this, she prevented any further chaos from happening. But once she spoke the name the Enchantress again, she went back to being June. But discovered that anytime she said the Enchantress, in order to revert back to her normal self, they would be separated and be two separate consciousnesses. But over the years, she became more like a villain as she became part of the Suicide Squad on several occasions. But in the New 52, the Enchantress and June were separated and were confirmed to be separate entities. But her powers range from anything of levitation and manipulation of elements and dimensions to all sorts of witchcraft that can be guessed upon. But that's about it for the Enchantress, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And I'll be back tomorrow to give you more origin stories. See you guys.